Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little odd, it's going to be a little weird, okay, but it's different, so bear with me. And you probably will not be able to tell from the title, maybe from the thumbnail though, maybe, I don't know, I haven't got that far yet. But before we get into today's video, let me just go ahead and say click subscribe. I have all kinds of cool things coming up in 2022. And if you want to be a part of that, click the subscribe button. I don't want you to miss it. I have so much cool things. Plus, I'm having a baby. Everybody loves baby content. Subscribe. Anyway, moving on. So, I got off work real late, and I figured I had, there was some cleaning up that needed to be done, and I was just trying to kind of rearrange stuff. I have a room that I've just been kind of like putting totes in and stuff. It all started really when I moved originally. Like the first time I ever moved out of my mom and stepdad's house, I packed up a bunch of shit. Some of it I never even unpacked. I just kind of brought it to my first place, and then to my apartment, and then to my house that I've been living in now for 3 years. So I found a couple of things, all right? And this is just going to be weird things that I have found. I want your opinion, okay? Which is the weirdest thing that I have found? And I'm going to try and start from least weird to most weird, okay? Least weird is probably this. The original PSP, okay? Everybody had one, or all of my friends did. The original PSP. I found this thing, and I honestly, I should have charged it up. But even, the power button still works. It's still got a little spring. The disc tray that is so, like, crazy. Look at that thing. Look at that technology. Wild. Crazy. Anyway, I think I have I have a Namco Museum disc. Pac-Man and all that good stuff. Pretty cool. But we played the hell out of this thing. I even had we had 3 PSPs, me and my 2 brothers, and then later on, I ended up buying the PS Vita, which was a similar, newer, modern version of the PSP that it had touchscreen integrated into the system. Now, this does not have touchscreen, but what was really interesting about this was the first time ever that I was introduced to Wi-Fi, okay? This little thing right here opened up a whole new world to me, okay? I would go over to a buddy's house. We didn't have Wi-Fi. We just had a computer, okay? And you had to be careful what you were doing on the family computer. You know what I'm talking about. Fellas out there, you know, okay? You got to clear the browsers. You have to do all that shit. But when I got this sucker right here, and I was able to get onto some of my good buddies' Wi-Fi's on the weekend, oh, man. That's as far as I'm going to go. But life-changing, but still, why do I have it? I will probably never play this thing again. So yeah, number 1, PSP. Number 2. That's right, a purple-bound book. Purple leather-bound book. Actually, this is a Samsung tablet, okay? And I did charge this thing up, and I charged it a few hours ago, and it is currently sitting at 27%. I don't know if you can make heads or tails out of that. But it's 7:05. It is 7:05, so the time is right. It did update itself, so that's pretty cool. I wish there was a way. Holy balls. I mean, the thing is slow beyond all relief. I mean, it is just crazy slow. And you can tell, look at the old school icons and stuff. It's really, really something. I do remember, this was actually my wife's, and she had all of her cool stuff on there that she wanted. YouTube, Nook, Amazon Kindle. But I downloaded Slender the Road Light. And this is like a version of Slender Man. Oh, it's upside down. Oops. Damn it. I'm clicking new game, broad.
Dad, help me, please. I'm near the forest. It hurt me, please. Help me. No.
Anyway, you can probably tell two beautiful Indian kids probably made that, and good for them. But I tell you what's even better is, do you see that right there? I don't know if you can make that out or not, because that's Flappy Bird right there. So yeah, this is a, what do you call it? I don't even know what you call it. It is a Samsung tablet. It's almost phone size. Hello, this is your mother speaking. But it served its purpose. It got outdated very quickly because the technology of this thing just, when it was released, I feel like it was already behind. It may have been a step or two ahead, but as soon as somebody else released the next best thing, this thing was outdated and left to die. And now, what am I going to do with it? The picture quality is terrible. It does have cameras, front and rear facing. It has two little speaker ports. I don't know if you can make that out or not. It's not that great. So, gonna let it die peacefully after this episode. So, that is the second item. The second weird item around my house, okay? Next after that is probably this pen that my wife bought me. Or actually, she bought it for herself at a flea market when we first got married. That says, "I love my hot husband." And I'm going to place this on our refrigerator. I love you. I love you, wife. You are amazing, but you had to have been desperate or blind. Hot husband, my... balls. Anyway, that's not necessarily weird. I just thought it was very odd and kind of cringy. But the next item is just a little bit weirder, okay? Just a little weirder. You ready? I don't think you're ready for this because I wasn't. I don't even know why I had it. Tell me why anybody needs this. Do you have like a little miniature setup in your garden somewhere and you're like, oh, how my little fake garden gnomes need a watering bucket or whatever you call these things? It's not even functional. There's no holes. There's no friggin' holes. You see that? Come on. There's no holes. You could probably put water in there, but my money is on that it leaks out. So, at some point in time, me or my wife, or somebody that I know, paid actual money and gave this to us. Why? Made in China. Oh, it's one piece. DeRice.com. This was made by DeRice. DeRice. Anyway, that's pretty weird. Okay, but not as weird as our next item, which is a pair of these little brass knuckles, but they're more like steel or aluminum. I don't even know what the hell you would call these. But I used to love going to the mall as a teenager. And I would love when, my friends took me, or even one of my parents. More often than not, my mom, because my dad would never take me. But, the little kiosks in the middle of the malls that sell all that bullshit? Well, I was walking down the mall aisles, like the little hallways, and there was a little kiosk, okay? And they sold all this, like, stupid, dumb, punk skater shit and, like, edgy, urban phone case kind of stuff, jewelry. They had it all. But they had a little case that spun around. You know the ones I'm talking about. And it had knives and different stuff in there. And these were in there, okay? These were in there, but for a reason. This came with the belt. It came with the belt, and it came with a belt because it had a little notch right here. It had like a little nub right here that you would hook onto your belt, but I removed it, so it doesn't exist anymore. So it would just be these, and I would be the coolest kid on the block. And now I have these, and I've never used them on anybody. I punched a lot of wood for no reason. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty cringy. But I'm never getting rid of them. Up next is very, very, very odd. Super odd, okay? And I haven't seen this, and this is no exaggeration. I haven't seen this probably since I was 10 years old. And here I am. I'll be 29 in March. So it's been a while. This old cigar box from Mexico. And my dad went on a business trip to Mexico, and he brought me and my two brothers, my younger brother and my older brother, because I'm the middle child. He brought us back cigar boxes. Don't know what for, but he did. And it's not just any cigar box. I use this kind of as like a time capsule, if you will, but not exactly. So let's take a look inside. First things first is you got the nice, cool little artwork and on the top, on the inside here. Pretty cool stuff. But here I have like this little Japanese bullet train that my dad bought me when he went to Japan on a business trip. So, very, very odd. What's this called? Engage. Obviously, I can't read anything on here other than the friggin' website is literally http www.train.org. That's literally the website, and when I get done, I'm seriously going to look that up. But just in case you don't believe me, come on now. Train.org. That's very, 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 very weird. So just in case I don't want to like, here we go. I'm going to turn some of these things over. Actually, all right. So here is a picture of me. I don't know if you can make this out. A little picture of me, fat, chubby-faced me, with my cousin when she was first born. And I was real young and ugly. And here's another similar picture, different pose, all that good stuff. All right, now I got the pictures out of the way. Little plastic piece, don't know what the hell it's doing in there, but I'm going to leave it in there. And I got some Japanese coins. Little Japanese thingamajigs. I'm really trying here, folks, but I also can't see shit. Let me get up. Pretty cool, huh? And there are all kinds. I got some of them are duplicates. Oh, so that was from Mexico. Those were from Mexico. I'm stupid. But this one was from Japan. This one right yonder. In case you couldn't tell. Anyway. So I got a couple of little pesos and things. This one right here, this sucker right here though, is extremely light. It's almost like there's no weight to it whatsoever. Come on, dude, really? If you've never seen like Japanese coins or something, you might find this interesting. Or not. I don't know. But you get the point. I got some foreign money in this cigar box that probably amounts to 31 cents. And on top of all that, damn, I keep dropping shit. On top of all that, my grandparents took me to Gatlinburg, which I've been a million times, but they took me away on a weekend getaway with me and my two brothers, and we'd always want to go to the river and take a little souvenir. Didn't cost nothing. We would take like a rock or a pebble or something, but I saw this little sucker at the corner of my eye, and I thought it looked like a dolphin, so I kept it. Especially this way. I swear. Especially this way when, like, you got, like, a little mouth or something. But anyway, I remember that just like it was yesterday. How cool. And finally, last but not least in this box. So, my youngest uncle decided many years ago, probably, like I said, probably about when I was 9 or 10-ish, that they would adopt a Chinese girl. So they went to China and bought us a few things, and this is what they got me. And this is more touristy kind of thing, more of your like you know, your American gifts to people. But this thing is old. It's ancient at this point. It also, it's a stamp is what it is, and it says my middle name, Matthew. And unfortunately, I don't have the ink that came with it. And if I did anyway, it wouldn't be worth a shit. But it's a little rooster. You see that? And this came from China. It's got all the little cool engravings and stuff. Really neat, really neat. I wish I could tell you exactly what this is made out of, but I don't know. But look at this. This box is probably older than me. But let's put this thing back before I break it. So yeah, there it is. Weird shit I found around my house. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And maybe I'll dig through some more boxes and see if I can't do this again. I really hope you enjoyed yourself. I know I did. What? My dog is looking at me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.